Today's lineup brings together fast-paced action, deep simulations, and chaotic multiplayer experiences. From retro shooters to modern co-op roguelites and immersive survival worlds, each of these games has a clear identity and a strong focus on what it does best. Whether you're here for skill, strategy, or pure chaos, there's something in this list for you. Pioneer is an ambitious open-world MMO first-person shooter that drops you into a bleak, post-apocalyptic island inspired by abandoned Soviet-era landscapes. It's fully multiplayer, mixing PvE story missions with high-risk PvP zones where survival depends more on awareness and preparation than traditional levels or health bars. Exploring the world feels tense and deliberate, with crafting, scavenging, and resource management playing a huge role in staying alive. What really stands out is the atmosphere. The world feels heavy, lonely, and dangerous, with deep sci-fi lore slowly unfolding through quests and factions you choose to align with. Gunplay leans toward realism, and the extensive weapon customization lets you fine-tune your loadout for different situations. Visually, the grim environments and decaying structures sell the setting perfectly. Pioneer feels less like a typical MMO and more like a living survival shooter where every choice and encounter genuinely matters. Raiders of Blackveil is a fast, top-down roguelite action RPG you can play solo or in co-op with up to 3 players. Each run is about fighting through factory raids, grabbing as much loot as possible, and escaping before things spiral out of control. The MOBA-inspired characters and deep perk system let you create crazy, overpowered builds that feel great to play. It's colorful, chaotic, and especially fun with friends, where teamwork and smart builds make every raid feel intense and rewarding. Meet 2, Absolute Zero is a brutal, old-school boomer shooter that fully embraces its dark, retro roots. It's a single-player first-person shooter with chunky pixel art visuals, heavy metal energy, and non-stop action. You step back into the role of Sir Duncan Culligan, blasting through nightmarish enemies with powerful, telesterian-fueled weapons in tight, secret-filled levels that feel straight out of the classic FPS era. The gunplay is fast, aggressive, and all about constant movement, with hordes of grotesque enemies pushing you forward at every turn. Visually, the game nails that gritty retro look while still feeling smooth and modern to play. The atmosphere is oppressive and violent, backed by pounding music and narrated cutscenes that keep the story moving. If you love classic shooters with secrets, heavy weapons, and zero mercy, Meet 2 delivers exactly that kind of adrenaline-fueled experience. Varthos, Heir to the Throne, is a fast, brutal action RPG built around the idea that death is part of progress. You fight through hordes of monsters and undead in a hack-and-slash, roguelite structure where every failure simply awakens a new hero, stronger because of those who came before. It can be played solo or in co-op with up to 3 players, and teamwork really shines when you're sharing loot and surviving chaotic battles together. Combat is fully direct and hands-on, using WASD movement and precise mouse aiming, which makes every fight feel personal and intense. There are no fixed classes, so your playstyle is defined entirely by the gear you wear and how you build your character. With randomly generated dungeons and open areas, each run feels different, and the dark fantasy visuals give the world a grim, hostile atmosphere. Varthos is all about learning, adapting, and pushing just one run further toward the throne. Out of Time is a fast, chaotic co-op roguelite built entirely around teamwork and momentum. You play in squads of up to 4, fighting through fractured timelines where past, present, and future collide in constantly changing arenas. What really sets it apart is the tether system. Staying close to your teammates boosts healing and stats, but splitting up can put the whole team at risk, so coordination actually matters. Each run is a high-pressure sprint against the clock, packed with swarms of enemies, wild boss fights, and absurd abilities unlocked through gear. Visually, it's loud and energetic, with era-blending environments that keep things unpredictable. Between runs, the shared hub lets you plan builds and show off progress. Out of Time feels intense, messy, and incredibly fun when everyone clicks together. Biominis Remastered is a pure, old-school run-and-gun platformer brought back with modern polish. It's a single-player action game where you fight through a mutant-infested city as Snake Logan, rescuing hostages, hunting secrets, and taking down brutal bosses. The gameplay is fast and tight, mixing precise platforming with non-stop shooting, grenades, and special weapons that keep every level exciting. What really stands out is how faithful the remaster feels. The enhanced widescreen visuals, smooth 60 FPS movement, and parallax backgrounds make the game feel fresh, but you can instantly switch back to the original graphics if you want that classic DOS vibe. With dozens of levels, a brand new episode, rebalanced difficulty, and quality of life improvements like quick saves, Biominis Remastered feels like the definitive way to experience a classic that still hits hard today. Food Processing Simulator is a relaxed, single-player factory management game focused on automation and efficiency. You start with a small workshop and gradually build a full production line by placing machines, expanding your space, and managing inventory. The gameplay is all about smart layouts and smooth workflows, where every upgrade makes your factory feel more alive. Clean visuals and a calm pace make it easy to enjoy the process of growing your operation into a proper food production facility. Keep Gambling is a chaotic multiplayer gamble-em-up, built for up to 4 players, where cooperation and betrayal constantly collide. You jump between lotto tickets, slot machines, and case openings, all wrapped in a grimy, underground aesthetic that feels deliberately uncomfortable. The core tension comes from pushing your luck, boosting your heart rate with stimulants to improve odds, knowing one step too far can knock you out completely. Matches are fast, loud, and unpredictable, especially with friends sabotaging each other to escape debt first. It's messy, risky, and designed to be as stressful as it is hilarious. Heaven Strafer is a fast, aggressive, single-player movement shooter that never lets you slow down. You play as Bareth, a demon priestess tearing through an angel-infested hell, and the game constantly pushes you to stay on the offensive. What really defines it is the combo system. You're meant to switch between all 4 guns non-stop, building ranks that boost your fire rate, heal you, and unlock powerful effects. Combat feels almost like a dance. Dashing at high combo ranks lets you slow time, vanish, or trigger explosions, while magical rings add crowd control, defense, or teleportation. Every arena is compact but demanding, forcing you to master movement as much as aim. Visually, the game leans into a sharp, stylized hellscape that matches its intensity. Heaven Strafer rewards experimentation, speed, and confidence, and once the systems click, it becomes a relentless, stylish rush from start to finish. These games show how diverse gaming can be, from intense combat and teamwork to calm building and long-term survival. Different styles, different challenges, but all offering memorable experiences worth diving into.